Going on, guys? Back for another quick trade recap for the day. Today was the most beautiful price action I have seen probably ever when it comes to trading. So I'm going to break everything down, start at the top and work down. So let's see. This is what I had drawn out for my Discord today. I'm not really sure what this is. This is what I had drawn out though. These were my two draw on liquidity. So what does that mean? My draw on liquidity is where I want the market to go, where I think we need price to deliver to before moving somewhere else. So currently this week I want to see us come back up here and put in a new high before continuing down. So this was obviously the target I wanted to take out first prior to coming to this one, because we were so much closer to this. Like, we were going to have to make a much larger move to come up here, whereas this just made more sense. So that being said, that is my draw on liquidity. So then I drop down to a smaller time frame. So this black line is my draw on liquidity. Let me get rid of this real quick. So coming into the morning, what do we have? I'm looking for a 9:30 a.m. power of 3. So what does that mean? We need some type of consolidation, some type of manipulation, and then distribution to our draw on liquidity. So now we'll go over that. So this is our consolidation. You see we're chopping sideways. This is all liquidity that I want to see swept prior to moving down. So you see from about 7:15 to 9:15, we are just straight chopping sideways. Nothing's happening. I wait for 9:30 open. What happens? We come all the way up, take out all of this liquidity, right? All of this liquidity is now swept. So this is my manipulation. This is my manipulation leg right here. I'm looking for some move up that sweeps liquidity into some type of PD array. Now you might ask, where's your PD array? We have a 1 hour order block right here. 1 hour OB, drop back to my time frame. I do want to see something though. I might catch a trade right here. You guys might get a live action trade. I was waiting. I'm still bullish. I'm waiting for a tap of this gap, so we'll see. I don't really like the time though. It's 12 o'clock. We might just get chopped up. But anyway, back to this. So this box right here is our 1 hour order block. So I want to see us tap that, right? What do? After we sweep liquidity, we come up and tap this gap. This dashed line is the central point of it, okay? So I want to see that stay intact. I do not want to test that. Why? Because the farther we go into the order block, the higher up, that means it's not as strong as I want it to be. I want to see us tap this box quickly and reject, which we do. We get a nice wick in and bounce off. So for my entry, what am I looking for? My entry, I'm looking for some type of SMT, okay? I got in a little bit early, so this was the SMT right here. I could have waited for a 5-minute IFVG, but I just had such a good feeling that this was going to hit. I mean, my draw on liquidity, I was so certain about it that I was ready to just hop into the trade immediately. So I got in a little bit early. I'm not going to sit here and lie. My entry, what the heck? My entry, where is it? At the bottom of that candle. Okay, perfect. Bottom of that candle. TP is the draw on liquidity that I put in the Discord earlier in the day. My stop was CE. Okay, that is so annoying, the magnet. CE of the order block, because like I said, I don't want to see that get touched. If that gets touched, it's invalidating my trade, okay? So now, you could have 100% got in on this IFVG. IFVG is the inverse for a value gap, which we have right here. We have a 5-minute IFVG. Boom. So you see this box. This is an IFVG. You see that this down closing candle closes below it. You could have got in right there. Your entry would have looked like this. Right here, your stops could have been wherever. TP, the exact same spot. You literally hit TP in one candle if you take that. So that was a great entry. I was thinking of taking that, but I just wanted a better fill. I had such a strong conviction that this was going down that I was just ready to hop into the trade. I didn't need to see anything else. If you really want to get nitpicky with it, I could have got in on the 1 minute change in state of delivery. That doesn't align with the time frame because I was using a 1 hour order block. 1 hour is a 5 minute entry, and a 15-minute PDRA is a 1 minute entry. So here I used a 1 hour order block. We tap it, create SMT, because ES right here takes this high, right? So as you can see with this line, you can see it's an upward line, right? So we take that high, whereas on NQ, it's a downwards line. We don't take it. So that's telling me that we are going to continue downwards. And what do? Come down, take my draw on liquidity. I basically top tick and bottom tick this trade. That just goes to show that my draw on liquidity was strong, it was correct, and it was just a perfect play. So then what happens? This was probably the best PA I've ever seen. I was in my Discord, and I will pull it up right now, actually. Shout out to Lemon. This guy is goated. He's super active. He's ready to learn. So I will pull up my analysis. This is at 8:21. I was at the gym. I show my 2 draw on liquidities that I want to see taken. This is the one where my TP was. Obviously went and smashed that. This is when I alerted it. I didn't put it in there early because the entry I took was not solicited, basically. Like, it shouldn't have been my entry. Like, I got in early, right? So technically, this was still a good alert because this is before the 5 minute IFVG, which means if anyone went on their charts and went to the 5 minute, which I was talking to Lemon about, if you get a 5 minute IFVG, could have entered 0 drawdown TP in 1 candle. So I gave that to the chat, or to the Discord, right? And me and Lemon were chatting the whole time, as you guys can see, walking him through it, right? So we were literally talking right at the bottom of the move. Look at this. Sent this at 10:08, saying that this would have been the entry. See? So right, where did he send it? So we were talking about the 5 minute IFVG on here, right? Going the opposite way, because now this is the 10 a.m. power of 3. I wanted to see manipulation down, which was my trade. My trade was the manipulation, and we took out the draw on liquidity. So now I want to see the move up, because I'm bullish on the day after that draw on liquidity was taken. So I was talking to him. Yep, right here. So I was saying we should wait for more structure to form, because he asked if we should long. And I said, there's potential longs here. We swept my draw on liquidity. We have SMT, but I wanted more structure, right? Because he sent this picture on the first upwards closing candle. Now, if we go over here on the 1 minute, which is what we would enter on, right? This is where he sent the screenshot, right here, this candle. I said, let's wait for some structure. What do? We come back down, create a new change in the state of delivery. What's a change in the state of delivery? It is the last series of down closing candles that creates a new low. So you see this candle right here created a new low because we swept this one. So this is the lowest point, which means the change in state of delivery is right around, it's this candle, but you can just mark it with this one because it doesn't really change. Oh, I did not mean to click that. So this is the change in state of delivery. Last series of down closing candles prior to moving up. And you can see this candle right here closes above this line. That's what makes it a change in state of delivery. Basically a sign of a reversal. It's showing momentum to the upside. So that means we would enter as soon as that candle closes. Your stop could be the bottom of this new fair value gap, right? We created SMT down here as well, which is the same thing that I talked about before. NQ came down and took this low out, creating a new low. What did we do on ES? ES, we did not do that. We created a new high. So as you can see, the upward trending line. We did not take out the low. You go over here, downward trending line. We took out the low. This is showing us and telling us that we have the potential to move up. What do we target? Target our recent highs, opposing liquidity. And what happens? Absolutely smashes TP, 82 points or 330 ticks. This was the definition of the 10 a.m. power of 3. 100% to a T. This is A++. I will show you on the 4-hour. This is the liquidity we swept. This is the fair value gap we tapped into. This is so bullish, right? We want to see a reaction off this. This is a support level, a demand zone, if you will. We take out this low and we move up, which is precisely what I wanted. That's truly it. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to end the video, but I don't know. I might get a live trade here. What I've been looking for, I'm still bullish on the day, right? I'm still very bullish, and I wanted to take a long, but we never tapped this new fair value gap. So I'm going to get rid of the 10 a.m. power 3. I hope you guys understand that. If you're in the Discord, make sure to let me know if it made sense to you. For real though, shout out to my boy Lemon. That man is grinding. He was up early today. I really respect that shit. Yeah, and I could just tell he's gonna become profitable. He's about to make it. I'm not gonna lie. So this is what I'm looking for right now. This would be our consolidation, right? I'm looking for another power of 3. It doesn't line up with a good time because it is lunchtime. So volatility is going to be down, which means probability is going to be down. We want to be trading during a good time like a macro or something in order to catch the best possible move. So here, what I'm marking out right now is all the highs I want to take out. So it's low resistance liquidity, okay? So all these highs, I believe, in my opinion, this is what we're going to do. We're going to come down. This is what I would want to see happen. Right now, we are consolidating, right? So we're chopping sideways like this. I want to see it come down, tap this fair value gap, which is a demand zone, right? And work our way up. We're going to start coming back up. I want to see the highs taken all the way until we sweep all those highs. This is my forecast for the next few hours. I think PM session, we will take these highs. And matter of fact, I'm going to screenshot this now and put it in the Discord just to show them what I think is going to happen. I'm going to put this, that. Let's pull the Discord back up. If you guys are not in the Discord, tap in. I'm telling you, it's free. I'm giving out a lot of good information. I'm probably going to hop on a free live call later and answer any questions. I might even start doing live trading because now that school's over, my mornings are free. Just depends if I'm at the gym or not. So this is... Oops. I can't spell, I guess. So, let's see. Let's see. What? Boom. Putting that in here now at 12:05. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, we are more than likely going to be at least in the uptrend, and we will take it out in like Asia sessions or something so people could swing this trade, but I'm telling you it's going to happen. I still have to post my trade recap in here. That was just my one from yesterday. So I don't want to hold you guys up because this trade may take a little while. Like I said, this is not a good time to be trading. It's lunchtime, so I want to wait for a better macro. But like if I end this and it immediately happens and I miss out on a live trade, that sucked too. But I'm going to delete this stuff. I'm going to leave this for now. I'm going to quick just go over a text box of everything. Actually, hold on. I'm going to go to the 1 minute. And I'm just going to spell out everything. Everything that went into the power of 3 this morning so that everyone watching can understand. I want to make this as simple and as broken down as possible. Okay. Just going to re-type it all out. Entering after the changes to delivery. stop loss. You can keep it at the lows if you want, or you can put it at the bottom of this fair value gap, because if we come down and inverse this fair value gap, which means we have a candle come down and close below the box, then that's invalidating the trade, right? So let's type this out for everyone. What are we looking for? 10 a.m. Po3. Manipulation down. Taking out old lows. So that's the liquidity sweep, okay? On the 4 hour, you saw the, I can do it right now, let's see. On the 4 hour, you can see taking out the lows that I'm talking about are these. These are the lows I'm talking about. We come down and sweep those lows before moving up, okay? So now, back to the 1 minute. What do we want to see now? We want to see SMT created. I already went over what SMT was, right? So that's when we have some miscorrelation between ES and NQ. So as you guys saw in this example, we take this low on NQ, we don't on ES. Okay, so that's a sign that we are going to trend upwards. Next, what are we looking for? A CISD, change in the state of delivery. And I'll just spell it out. So it's basically, in this example, it's the last series. It's closing above. Last series of down closing candles. So right here, oh, I spelled that wrong. I don't really care. I'm trying to go fast. I don't want this to be a crazy long video. Right here, the last series of down closing candles that create a new low. It has to be a swing low. Okay, it has to be the low point. It can't be, this is not the new low. This is not a swing low. This is a swing low because it's lower than this one. So that's where you want to put the change of state deliveries, the last series of down closing candles that create a new low. What do you enter? Enter off the CISD. So as soon as the CISD forms, right after that candle, you can hop in. And what do you target? Opposing liquidity. Something like that. Which is this. This is opposing liquidity. That's your target. Could you have gone higher? Sure. You could have targeted up here. Any of these. It doesn't matter. This risk to reward is great. 329 ticks, that is more than enough. You don't want to get greedy. So this is the check off list, right? 10 a.m. PO3, we wait till 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock comes, we manipulate down, taking out lows, create SMT. We go up in one candle. It doesn't have to be one candle, but this momentum's nice. We close above the last series of down closing candles right here, creating that CISD. What do? We enter right after that candle. We put our stop right here at the bottom of the fair value gap, or if you want to put it at the lows, you can. And what do we target? Opposing liquidity. Simple as that. Simple as that. If you guys want to stop and write that down, you 100% can. It really is that simple. And this was an A+ setup, like A+++++++. I'm not even joking. Like this price action was amazing. I hope that all of you hopefully took this trade. I wish I did. I only didn't because I already hit my trade for the day, right? And I know I should have because it was so good, but I don't know. I was kind of stressing the fact that I already hit a trade and I didn't want to get greedy, because even though this is A++, imagine it turns around on me. Granted, it'd be a good loss, right? Because it was such a good setup. It'd be a good loss. I would still be so mad at myself for potentially over trading and losing that. You know what I mean? I want to see. That's really it for the video, but I just want to see if. So yeah, this is kind of crazy. So ES once again tapped that 15-minute gap and NQ didn't, which is super annoying. I want to see NQ tap it if I'm going to take any trade on here. Because like I said, I already showed you guys what my plan is for the rest of the day. With that being said, that's really all I have for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, make sure to join the Discord. It's a free game. We have a bunch of people in there, and I am doing a giveaway at 50 people, or 50 members, I should say. I'll be giving away a free funded account, so definitely tap in for that, if no other reason. I do want people to stay active, though. I think it would be dumb if someone joins just for the free account. I mean, you might as well take the information that's given for free. You know what I mean? It's a great community. People are chatting in there all the time. And it's like there's a general chat, so people are talking about anything, talking about the gym, talking about what they're doing throughout the day. It's not just on the charts. And yeah, I'm literally active like almost all day because I go to the gym in the morning. I come back, chill. That's usually when I trades right then. I shower. I have to take care of social media stuff, so I get the YouTube videos ready. I post the TikToks, get all that out. And then for the rest of the day, I'm just doing stuff around the crib. I'm chilling. So I'm watching the charts. I'm playing Xbox, something like that. So I'm always active. I'm always ready to answer questions. Doesn't look like I'm going to get the trade I wanted. I want to see a tap here and a move up. And I mean, it's playing out in a sense, right? Like it's going up. But I'm not sure why it's doing this. 300 ticks in one candle for no reason. I'm not really sure, but with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.